Hello, got another small grocery haul for you. It's getting ready to snow. And this is when today I got my healthy food benefits for this month because they had to send me a new card. And if you don't use it by the end of the month, which is, it's the 22nd now. So, and we got a snowstorm coming in tomorrow afternoon. So mom took me to get some groceries. Which is fine. I wanted to get a few more things before the snowstorm because I literally waited until my larder was bare, except for Archer's green beans. So I usually have stomach trouble, and sometimes the medicine they give me for that doesn't help. So it makes me sick. It can make me feel sicker. So I drink ginger tea for my digestive issues. And this is cheaper than a hunk of ginger, which I almost don't have now. I got a big bag of oranges. They're a little green, but that means they'll be okay till I get around to them. Since I got a great big bag, and it was $9 something for that. And I'm never going to tell you, do this to lose weight and not do it. So I've decided to change my snacking routine because that was where I was getting into trouble. I love potato chips, but I also like kale. And now you can buy the already made kale chips, but you're going to run into preservatives. So what I did, I bought some chopped kale, which is fine. That's been destemmed and everything. And I rinse it. I'll wash this off, rinse it, and then I will put it in a big bowl and I'll cover it with, now you're not going to cover it. You're going to lightly drizzle olive oil on it and stir it up and then put it on a sheet pan, lay it out. And then put salt. You can use sea salt, is really good for this. Kosher salt's really good for this. You put salt and pepper on it and bake it in the oven. I can't remember the time though, so you might want to look that up. Don't count me, but I want to say 15 minutes, but I'm not sure. Could be more, could be less. But they turn into kale chips, and I love kale anyway, so I got a big bag. So kale for potato chips for snacking. I noticed when I was looking at my food journal that I absolutely hate to use, that my snacking was getting me into trouble. So I'm trying to change that. Sugar snap peas to snack on. Now, I'm not going to tell you can never have something. That's the wrong way to go about it. Don't deny yourself the things you love. Just moderate it. Because I love sugar. I'm not buying sugar because when I put sugar in tea, I grew up with a Southern grandma. So sweet tea was this much sugar and this much tea, and that's what I used to. So if I have sugar around, I'm going to make the old Southern sweet tea. That's my favorite. But I can't gain much more weight, or I won't be able to handle myself. I'm having trouble getting up and helping myself get up if I get on the floor or something. So I've got to lose more weight. So I stopped buying the sugar, but I did buy honey, so I can still have my sweet tea, just not as much. I'm going to change my snacking habits because that's where I'm getting into trouble. I'm going to make 4 pans of lasagna, 2 big full-size pans, and 2 full-size pans that will be cut into 6-ounce servings. That way, when my friend Sean comes down, if he's working in St. Louis, sometimes he'll come down and have lunch. And he's been taking me out to lunch, so I want to make lasagna for him, and he's the one who taught me how to make it, so I think that'd be nice. For the lasagna, I've got some lasagna that I'm going to put together tomorrow. Just finished, my Instapot just turned off with the meat in it. But this is for next weekend, so this is going to be in the cupboard. But this is chunky, super chunky mushroom that's for the lasagna. I get these because they're cheaper. Great big bag of mozzarella cheese, and I use a little vacuum sealer, and I'll vacuum seal individual portions for like pizzas in the summer, and put together a kit that already has enough dough for a single pizza, some vacuum sealed pepperoni, whatever else I might want, mozzarella, some sauce, all in a vacuum sealed bag, along with another bag that has the dough in it. And all that gets vacuum sealed so that you have a kit. You just pull one kit out and make your pizza. That's what works for me. I love my yogurt. I love it for breakfast especially. And peach is my favorite. They didn't have really individual ones that were peach. So there's 2 of these big ones that are peach. All I eat for breakfast is a single serving of yogurt. These are Greek. I really like the Greek yogurt. This is 80 calories for one, and it's got 12 grams of protein, which is really important when you've had weight loss surgery, is you've got to eat your protein. So I think there's 2 of those, 2 or 3 of the 000. You can't read that. You can read that. Oikos 000. It's 0 added sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners, and 0 fat. There's 4 per pack, so it's a little pricey, but it gives you 15 grams of serving on 1 pack, so that's good for me. And that's what all I eat for breakfast is yogurt. Gallon of milk, which is at my feet. I usually get skim milk, but it was $1 higher, so I got 2%. And like I said, there's 2 of these light ones because I wanted to try this brand. I know I like the light Greek yogurt, but some brands taste different than others. This was the cheapest ground beef. This was $3.18 for one. So I got 2 of these. I told you there was more yogurt. Yeah. I got 2 rolls of ground beef. That's for the other lasagna is 1 roll. And I figured I'd make shepherd's pie with the filling with the other. I do a non-traditional shepherd's pie. I only use peas and carrots as the vegetables and a little onion. But I serve it over a baked potato instead of putting the mashed potato on top. I like to serve it over baked potato. So that'll be lunch. Or dinner rather. That'll be a couple of dinners. Now this bag gets separated because it's got meat in it. It's going to get thrown away. This bag had yogurt, so we keep that. I may be overprotective with that, but yeah. Now usually I try to get the Kerrygold or the real butter, but A, they didn't have any, and B, it was pricey, but the sticks that they did have, so I just Country Crock with calcium. I've got to clean. I use this for cleaning, vinegar, and I use it for cooking, so I get a big gallon at a time. I use it for both the cleaning and the cooking. I was raised that way. And believe it or not, I like to cook. And I like to clean, so it's fun for me. So that's good to have that stuff. Another healthier thing for a snack, I got dry roasted peanuts. I did not get the honey roasted because of the calories. Serving size for this is 40 pieces, which is 1 ounce. And for me, that's perfect. You know, I don't need to just sit here and eat a whole thing. Number 1, I can't. Number 2, it forces me to use my dentures, which I hate. I did take my nail trimmers to my dentures. I got tired of the dentist not getting them trimmed right. So I took my fingernail trimmers and a piece of sandpaper and I trimmed them. My mom saw these. She knows I like to cut up small sweets and keep them in the freezer. My favorite sweet out of any is pumpkin pie. So she picked up me 2 of these individual pumpkin pies so I can cut them into 4s and freeze them and then put them with, I've got a bag of cinnamon rolls that have been quartered like that I did up at last night. And so if I make my protein goals, I can reward myself. I'm no dietitian, I'm no doctor, I'm no nurse. This is advice on what works for me. And diets, they don't work. You get bored with the diet, you stop doing it, then you backslide, then you feel worse than you did before because you gained back the 30 pounds plus probably 20 or 30 more. This is for the lasagna as well, and this one is a mushroom and green pepper sauce. I like to experiment with flavor. I have one friend that tells me she loves my cooking, but never tell her what's in it. She doesn't like to hear about people experimenting with flavors. I did get the stuff to make popcorn chicken salad. And so I got classic Caesar because I can no longer eat ranch dressing, really. It makes me ill. And the olive oil from my olive oil that I put my infused olive oils. I needed some more olive oil for that. And this one is a light raspberry vinaigrette. Now, if you know someone that has a nut allergy, be careful of some of these vinaigrettes that they have in the store now, because I almost picked up a raspberry, what I thought was a raspberry vinaigrette, and you know I can't see well, so I read the bottle, or I go by the color of the bottle, and Mom stopped me, and she said, you can't have that. And I'm like, huh? I always eat raspberry vinaigrette. She goes, no, Tanya, they put walnuts in this one. I'm highly allergic to walnuts. Good thing she intervened there because I could have gotten really sick, and since I live alone, that would have been really bad. Archie did not go with me to the store. He is off of work until I get his new gear in. I'm going to order it on the 1st, and it should take about 2 weeks to come in, I hope. And I will do an unboxing so you can see his new gear. This is for the shepherd's pie, peas and carrots. There's 2 of those. I can't eat corn. I don't get mixed vegetables anymore because I can't eat the corn. This is for the chopped salad that's still in the bag. I will cook a small handful of these and then put them in my salad for a little bit of protein. And that should last a good 2 months, that size of bag. My splurge. I'm actually a huge red meat eater. I love red meat. I splurged and got myself an Angus roast. That's gonna be good. I told you, 2, oh, I got 2 of these. There's one over here. 2 peach yogurts. They didn't have the individual serving size, but that's okay. These do freeze well, so it will get put in the freezer. Turkey breakfast sausage. This is for the other lasagna because I do hamburger and sausage in the lasagna. So I got the stuff to make the lasagna I'm putting together tomorrow. And then this stuff will go, you know, I'll get cooked up and then put it in a vacuum bag. The meat will be, and the cheese will be, and then that will be a kit. And all I'll need to do is pull it out and mix the ricotta cheese up with the cottage cheese and the other stuff, and then just throw it together. So I make little kits. I got a vacuum seal, why not make little kits? And then I can just, instead of having to grab 30 different components, I've got half of it already cooked. Just grab the kit, finish it up, warm it up, boom, there's dinner. So that's a tip if you're cooking a lot. Get yourself a vacuum sealer and make your own kits. This is a new one to try. It's strawberry cheesecake Greek yogurt. I like that stuff. If you're getting a chopped salad, be careful with people's allergies. I know some people have nut allergies, some people are allergic to onions, stuff like that. Really read those chopped kits and the dressings now, because they're putting even dehydrated onions now in some salad dressings. I noticed that the other day, and I know one of my friends, Gail, is allergic to onions, so just be careful with that kind of stuff. It took Mom and I 10 minutes to find the right kind of chopped kit that I could eat that didn't have tree nuts in it, because I can't have tree nuts. I can have cashews only about 1 or 2 ounces at a time, unless or I get sick because it's tree nuts. Walnuts, and I get hives, so we're not going there either. My whole family's allergic. So this is a chopped salad kit by Market Side. It is family size because I want this to make several different lunches. And it's cabbage blend with bacon, sunflower seeds, sweet onion, and citrus. And I thought that sounded really good. It comes with a citrus dressing packet. So I'm gonna make some separate salad packs with my vacuum sealer. And then I just I'll cook up a bunch of that popcorn chicken and make 6 or 7 salad packs. And that's gonna be lunch for a whole week. And I'm gonna see how I like it. Plus, like I said, I'm buying things that are gonna force me to keep my dentures in all day and use them because I'm not gonna get used to them if I keep taking them out. Bag of onions. Always gotta have my onions. But that was my haul, and the total was a little off. Well, you would probably think a little off because my mom takes me, and we don't pay each other. We barter, and I usually we barter some things, and she needed some rice and stuff. So I was like, well, instead of gas money, you want me to just pick you up some rice? And, you know, that works for her. She loves rice. I'm surprised she hasn't turned into brown rice by now. She has certain things. She's not an adventurous eater, which I tease her all the time about. But my grandpa was the same way. Until I started cooking for him and not telling him what he was eating until after he ate it. My mom's kind of the same way. You got to kind of slide it in on her. So that's my haul, and that's my advice for don't diet. Make it a life change. It'll make it much easier. And if you got family and they're eating the unhealthy stuff and you're sitting here eating a cow chip and they're eating a Dorito, you're going to want it. That's going to make it harder. It's easier if you live with people, if they help and go through the same thing as well. So just make it a lifestyle change. It doesn't mean you can never have the Doritos. Just have them in moderation. Then you won't go through withdrawal symptoms and fall off the wagon and feel terrible, and you don't need that. Just allow yourself mistakes. Allow yourself to fall off the wagon and have the brownie or piece of pumpkin pie or whatever, and then go back. The more you allow yourself the little things, like I do with the rewards with the soda and the sweets, it helps me stay on track to eat this stuff too. Because it's not like I don't love this stuff, but I'm like everybody else. I'm a food addict. I'm addicted to sugar. But I need to be where I can get myself up off the ground. I don't want to fall one of these days, and even Archer can't help me up, and I have to sit there on the ground for days waiting for help. I can prevent that. That's why I want to lose more weight. I don't know what everybody else is going through right now, but if you ever need to talk, I'm here. And that was my haul to get me through another month. I hope everyone has a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.